Managing personal finances is a universal concern, but many people don't have proper education on the topic. Regrettably, we are frequently required to navigate this complicated area without help. As individuals who have made our fair share of financial mistakes over the years, we can't help but wish we could go back in time and give some advice to our younger selves. However, it's crucial to remember that it's never too late for us to take control of our financial situation and make positive changes. The first lesson in personal finance revolves around understanding the psychology behind financial behaviors and attitudes. To grasp this, we must realize that we have strong emotional connections to money. Money can make us feel happy, safe, ashamed, stressed, and more. These feelings often come from our past experiences and what we've been taught about money by society. If you didn't have much money when you were young, you might worry more about spending it now. If you grew up with a lot of money, you might think of it as a way to be free. Our individual views about money shape how we handle our finances. Apart from emotions, our financial choices are also influenced by unconscious mental shortcuts or blind spots, called biases. These biases can make us make choices that don't make sense. For example, there's the sunk cost fallacy, where we keep putting time or money into something that's not working just because we've already put so much in. This bias can lead to spending too much or making bad investment decisions. How we perceive money and set financial objectives in our minds also has an impact on our financial behaviors. For instance, a product presented as having a 40% discount appears more attractive than the same product at its regular price, even though the discount amount is the same. Shifting your money mindset in a positive direction can also enhance your motivation. Instead of viewing a savings goal as a sacrifice, reframe it as an investment in your future well-being. What others around us do also impacts how we handle our finances. If a neighbor buys a fancy new car, it can make us feel like we don't have enough and make us want to spend more, or it can inspire us to aim for higher financial goals. In the end, how we think about money and what we see others doing with money affects how we use it. That's why it's important to learn about managing money. It helps us make smart choices that match our needs and values, rather than just reacting based on emotions. Another crucial lesson in personal finance that can change your life is learning how to handle your money. Making and sticking to a budget is vital for taking control of your finances. Even if it seems daunting at first, budgeting is essentially about making sure you don't spend more than you earn. So, how do you create a budget? Start by figuring out your monthly income after taxes and deductions have been taken out. Then, calculate your total expenses, including housing, transportation, groceries, utility bills, debt payments, and any extra spending money. To get an accurate expense picture, it's a good idea to track your spending for 1 to 2 months. Compare your income and expenses, and if your expenses are higher, look for areas where you can cut back and save, like eating out less or reducing your cable bill. The goal is to make sure your income covers your expenses. Once you have your budget in place, it's important to handle your debt strategically. Follow these steps to manage your debt effectively. Start by making a list of all your outstanding debts and their respective interest rates. Make sure you make at least the minimum payments on all your accounts, and if possible, use any extra money to pay off the debt with the highest interest rate first. Also, be cautious about maxing out your credit cards. Using more than 30% of your credit limit can harm your credit score, so try to keep your balances low, and if you can, pay off your cards in full each month. Our next finance lesson emphasizes the importance of investing in yourself. If you want to grow your wealth, one of the best investments you can make is in yourself. By allocating resources and effort to improve your skills, health, and knowledge, you increase your current earning potential and secure future growth. Here are some useful tips. First, create a personal spending plan to match your expenses with your goals. Keep track of your saving and spending habits using an app or spreadsheet. This way, you have control over where your money goes, allowing you to prioritize investing in yourself. Next, give priority to investing in your most valuable asset, your health. Incorporate healthy eating habits, regular exercise, and sufficient sleep into your self-investment plan. Taking care of your body and mind will boost your focus and productivity. Consider boosting your income through education, training, or starting a profitable side job. Learning new skills and gaining expertise can bring significant returns. If you have a passion, Explore ways to turn it into extra income. Lastly, consistently invest time in expanding your knowledge and perspective. Challenge yourself by reading books and seeking out mentors. Stepping out of your comfort zone promotes personal growth. Investing in your personal development requires dedication and commitment, but the rewards are substantial. As you improve your skills and abilities, your value in the job market increases, leading to better career opportunities and opening doors to new possibilities. Prioritize yourself as a valuable long-term investment for success. One of the fastest ways to harm your financial situation is buying things that cost more than what you can afford. While spending too much might bring immediate happiness, it often leads to lasting problems like debt, stress, and unstable finances. So, how can you avoid the urge to spend too much? First, make a practical budget that covers your fixed expenses, payments for debt, and contributions to savings. The money left over after these expenses is what you can use for spending. Be honest about your income and stick to your budget carefully. Before you buy something, check if it fits within your spending budget. If it doesn't, it's just not affordable. Say no to impulsive purchases that can mess up your budget. Save up for big expenses like vacations, furniture, or electronics instead of relying on credit. Open a separate savings account and have a portion of your paycheck automatically transferred there until you reach your goal. Whenever possible, pay with cash because it makes you more aware of what you're spending. Using credit cards can make it easy to forget that you're spending real money. Living below your means might require some sacrifices, but it's the only way to avoid wasting money and build wealth over time. When you start living within your means, it's important to have some money saved up for unexpected expenses. We call this an emergency fund. An emergency fund is necessary for unexpected situations like medical bills, car repairs, or losing your job. It's like a safety net and should ideally be equal to 3 to 6 months' worth of your living expenses. A lot of people in the United States struggle because they don't have an emergency fund. In fact, 35% of the population would have a hard time paying for an unexpected expense of $400 or more with cash alone. Instead, they have to rely on other forms of credit. So, how can you have an emergency fund? You can start by opening a separate savings account that's not connected to your everyday spending. This separation makes it less tempting to dip into your savings. Set up automatic transfers from your paycheck into this fund so you save money without thinking about it. Even small amounts like $25 or $50 can add up over time. Try not to borrow from your emergency fund for non-emergencies. Only use it when you're facing a real financial crisis. You can also cut back on some expenses temporarily to save more money quickly. The goal is to eventually have at least 3 months' worth of living expenses saved up. This way, you'll have some financial breathing room to deal with unexpected situations without going into debt. Having an emergency fund gives you peace of mind. If something unexpected happens, you'll feel better knowing you have a financial safety net. Stay disciplined and make building your emergency fund a priority. Your future self will thank you for it. That concludes our greatest personal finance lessons that can make a difference in your life. I hope you found these personal finance tips useful and gained valuable insights to better your financial situation. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel for more financial content. I value your feedback, so please comment below if there are specific personal finance topics you'd like me to cover in future videos. If you have any money-related questions or need assistance, feel free to share them. I appreciate and welcome your suggestions. Also, make sure to click on the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos and financial advice. Thank you so much for watching. I'm grateful for each one of you. I'll catch you in the next video. Until then, remember to take charge of your money so it doesn't control you. Goodbye for now.